hakuna mchezo.
Give them a round of applause. Give them a round of applause. Thank you very much as they walk out slowly. Bukura, please be coming in. Please clap for them, clap for them, clap for them, clap for them, clap for them. Thank you for K clubs combined. They had at least 6 items to present, but they're allowed to at least accommodate one. Thank you so much. Wape wenzako wanaingia. Bukura Farmers Community Choir, it's your time. Chukua nafasi hapa katikati vizuri. Mfanye vizuri, watoto wamefanya vizuri sana. Nyinyi ndio wazazi, onyesheni tena mfano bora. Muipaje haka.
We madini utakula, usirudi nyuma. Turudi nyuma, usirudi nyuma. Uzini uzima, usirudi. Walireba parasa wakolechi. Mawadireba iwe barasa wakolachi betani mawadireba barasa wakolachi betani mumati baraka wakolachi mumati iwe barasa wakolachi betani mawadireba barasa wakolachi betani mumalo barasa mumati barasa wakolachi Tanma balireba barasa khulashi bana be pobulala na bulayi khoya khwachama bana be pobulala na bulayi khoya khwachama na bana be pobulala na bulayi khoya khwa bana be feba matina malayi bana be feba matina malayi khoya khwachama bana be feba matina malayi khoya khwachama bana be feba matina malayi mumalo ba matina malayi khoya khwachama na bana be feba matina malayi mayo kulima majini mazuri kwa boga majini matamu hoya kwa chama na bana befe matuna mali hoya kwa
asante sana. As they walk out from the stage, Bukura Farmers Community Choir, please clap for them, clap for them, clap for them. Haya, mliswahili choir kwa chama na nishina. Wapigia makofi mazuri tena. Wonderful, great. Tupendane, asante sana. Bukura College Entertainment Dancers, are you ready? As they prepare, Mzee Moi, please move faster, very fast, very fast. You know, we are moving with speed. Mzee, nafasi ni yako. Panda hapa juu manake uko peke yako. Awa!
Host Governor, FCPA, Honorable Fernandez Baraza, delegation yote kutoka kwa national and county government, our friend from diaspora, and all the protocol observed. I want to salute you. Good afternoon. Mheshimiwa Baraza, wapi kidole moja ya agano? Hiyo ni kijana yangu. Wananchi wapendwa, mliofika siku ya leo, ane Kegureno, the retired General Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi. Ninataka kusema maji ni kitu ya maana. I promise my able governor, I will not leave anyone behind. Nitahakikisha kila mtu maji iko paka kwa jikoni. Wapi makofi ya Moi? Wapi makofi ya Moi? Na kwa sababu leo ni siku ya chakula duniani, mimi Moi nilisema wageni wangu akiwemo my sister from abroad lazima nitafanya jambo. Mheshimiwa Gavana, hao wageni wote wamekuja Kakamega County kusherehekea World Food Day. Wapi makofi ya Mheshimiwa Fernandez Baraza? Very smart and presentable, my able Governor. Mungu akubariki sana. Nimetembea na minister wangu wa horticulture. Ningependa ukuje kidogo. Mheshimiwa Gavana, kwa dakika moja nimetembea na zawadi ya madam kutoka abroad. Patia madam, hiyo ni kunde. Inasaidia kwa bone marrow. Wapi makofi yake? Hii ni Mheshimiwa Gavana. Wapi makofi yake? Wapi makofi yake? Alafu hii ni ya Secretary General, rafiki yangu wa kitambo. Wapi makofi yake? Yenye imebaki mimi nitakula mwenyewe. Mheshimiwa Gavana, kesho nitasafiri kwenda Netherlands na marafiki zangu, na sina transport ya kupanda ndege. Kibao watu wote, kila mtu
sana mzee, makaratasi mengine sijui ni barua ndio ticket. Hiyo ni passport. Asante sana. Pigia mzee makofi mazuri. Asante sana. We wish you well, safari yako iwe nzuri. Enda salama. Thank you. Pigia makofi mzee akiondoka tafadhali. Thank you, Your Excellency. Allow me now to invite Suna Band to make the last presentation. For now, we will have an interlude later. Suna, please, muingie katikati mfanye mambo yenu. Dakika ya mwisho. Nipate stand ya microphone tafadhali. Mitambo, mleta kipaza sauti hapa tafadhali. Haya, katoto kanafunga mzuri, kanajua kuchangamsha haka kadogo, huwa kanaitwa mamu. Mamu kanafanya mambo. Asante sana. Please clap for them. Wapigie makofi mazuri. Asante sana. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, we will have more entertainment later. So Bukura College Entertainment Groups, please just hold on. We'll have you at some later time. We'll invite you at a later time. I wish now to move to brief remarks, and at this juncture, Your Excellency, allow me to invite the Head of Public Service just to recognize the arm of the executive present here, noticing that the Republic is hosting World Food Day here in Kakamega, and so many representatives have come from across the Republic of Kenya.
Thank you very much, Bwana Sumba. Your Excellency, the Governor of County Government of Kakamega, PS Mweke, the County Commissioner, our partners, CC members present, members of the County Assembly, now wakulima wote ambao wamekuja, hamjambo. Langu ni fupi, tukujulisheni tu kwa wale watu ambao wamekuja hapa. We have CC members from both Kakamega and from the neighboring counties. Please just stand and wave. We have CC members from the counties, Vihiga, Kakamega, Busia, Bungoma. Okay, thank you very much. Chief officers from Kakamega and all the other neighboring counties. We also have administrators. Okay, Santis, Katie. We also have CEOs of various organizations. Various organizations, KDDC, Microfinance, Lake Region Economic Bloc. Thank you very much. We also have county secretaries. Oh, none has come. My end is just to welcome you to Kakamega, feel at home. We have prepared a very good ingoho. So those of us who have come from out, please don't go without eating ingoho, Madam Kamara. Make sure that you get a indumbu. This part is called indumbu. It's the best meal that you can ever have. At this juncture, I want to welcome the member of County Assembly from Butoto South to come and introduce honorable members. Karibu.
Wakulima hamjambo. Good afternoon, everyone. Your Excellency, the Governor, the County Commissioner, all protocol observed. I'm very much delighted to be here in a big event in the Republic of Kenya. Wananchi wote kutoka pande zote za nchi, nitasema kwamba karibuni sana. Kwanza kabisa nataka niwatambulishe wenzangu ambao tunafanya nao kazi kwa county. MCS from any county assembly present, just to be upstanding. Any MCA from outside county assembly, anyone, any MCA? Kwa hivyo, at this time, let me also introduce to you MCS from Kakamega County Assembly. Those present, just be upstanding. Tupigie makofi waheshimiwa. Asanteni sana. Najua ya kwamba wakati umeisha na ninaweza kosa kupata wakati wa kuzungumza. Bwana Gavana pamoja na PS wetu, this is really a good moment for Bukura. Bukura at large is a hub of agriculture. Bukura Agricultural College, it's where learners get this knowledge, where farmers come for the knowledge that will help them enhance agricultural activities in the whole country. Lakini wakati mwingine huwa nimehuzunika kidogo ndani ya roho. Afadhali saa hii mimi nifungue roho yangu, si ndio? Imagine Bukura Agricultural College at that particular state, it being a state corporation under the Ministry of Agriculture. Wanafunzi wetu don't have access to help loans. This is really disheartening, Bwana PS. I want to make a plea to you and to our governor here. It will only require a cabinet memo to help Bukura agricultural students get access to help loans. We know KUSPs place the students here. I've had a meeting with the principal. The number of students that were placed here by KUSPs were around 800 students. But a paltry 100 turned up because they are forced to sponsor themselves with the full fees, school fees payment there. If we had help loans, we shall have an increased level of students in Bukura Agricultural College. We will be able to define the agricultural level in our country. Na najua mbunge wetu popote alipo mwenzake ako hapa. Even if it means it's a bill that needs to go to the parliament for us to have even the state corporations under other ministries get access to headloans, we will really appreciate. Jamani, mufikishe maombi yangu kwa president, tuambiwe kwamba next year Bukura Agricultural College is going to have access to help loans. Thank you very much and God bless you.
Thank you, Mheshimiwa. Asante sana. Please clap for the honorable member for Butoto South, Gideon Shioso. Your Excellency, sir, now invite the MEDA representative, Mennonite Economic Development Associate of Canada, Evelyn Wanguba. Karibu sana.
Your Excellency, sir, and our peers and all protocols observed. My name is Evelyn Wanguba, representing MEDA. MEDA is Mennonite Economic Development Associates of Canada. Very present here in Kenya with 2 major projects. And the one that is very present here today is called Virus-Resistant Cassava for Africa. We are working in the cassava value chain. So what we are doing, we are trying to work with Carol so that we can have improved varieties to address the diseases that we have in cassava. And on top of that, we want varieties that have names, not because of who introduced the cassava, but because of the process it has undergone to release, so that we don't have names like Selena, names like, depending on who introduced. We are also working with KEFIs to ensure that we have the regulations in place so that we can have regulations that they can use to do certification, because previously they are not. And lastly, we are working with seed entrepreneurs so that they can do business by producing seed. So MEDA is an organization that focuses on offering business solutions to the community so that we can reduce poverty and also have food security. So in this particular World Food Day, we were in partnership with the committee that was preparing, and we were privileged to be the ones that were also in the visibility, the t-shirts. And in that regard, as I close, I would humbly request that you allow me MEDA, so that when you go home, you can continue with our theme. Thank you.
Yes, we can clap, please. Clap for Madam Evelyn Wanguba, MEDA. KEA International, Samuel Odongo, if you are here, please. And as KEA International makes their way here, we would also like to appreciate Professor Dennis Ochuodo, the DVC Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, University of Agriculture and Technology.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. All protocol observed. My name is Samuel Ouko. I work with KEA International. We are privileged to be part of this committee and membership that has made this day a successful day. KEA is a multi-program organization, and for this occasion, we are interested in issues of how we can increase water quality. As you can all see today, the theme is about water as food and as life. And KEA is keen on looking at issues of how we improve water quality. And this is done through technology integration. So we work with counties to ensure that we are able to support the processes of quality management for drinking water. And also we work closely with the counties to improve access in terms of financing for investments around water quality. So we look forward to continuing to work with the national government and the county government to ensure that water is a devolved function, follows through issues around how we can mobilize resources and ensure that last mile communities, especially the rural communities that have low access to drinking water, get the privilege through resource mobilization and through public participation to ensure that we do targeted resource mobilization and ensuring that those communities get access to safe drinking water. Thank you very much, and we appreciate everybody who has come along. We hope to working together with you in the future. Thank you.
Please clap for Samuel Odongo of Kenya International. Clap for him, please. Pigia makofi partner wetu hapa. Thank you, Chief. Come on. Asante sana. World Vision. World Vision. Mercy Mulevu was to be represented by who? Karibu sana, brother. Bonyo, karibu.
Thank you. The Governor of Kakamega County, the PS Livestock, all protocols assist. My name is Bonyo Elijah. I'm the head of policy and advocacy for World Vision Kenya. Today, we are here to celebrate the World Food Day. Yesterday, several children in this country had no food. Today evening, many children will go to bed without food. From World Vision, we are appealing that we remember the children. All of us who are here today, chances are we have food. The children who are not here do not have food. School feeding program is a key issue in this country. Could we all commit to ensure that all our children get food of nutritious value while in school? Many of our schools do not have water. As we are here, can you ensure that all our schools have water, all our children while in school have food of nutritious value? I thank you.
Very brief, to the point. Please clap for Bonyo. Clap for him. World Vision, asante sana. GIZ, David, Kirstin, if you're around. GIZ, karibu sana.
Yes, His Excellency, the Governor, Kakamega County, Fernandez Barraza, PS Livestock, Jonathan Mweke, members of the County Assembly, distinguished guests, all protocols observed. Good afternoon and hamjambo. My name is David Casting. I'm project manager of a project going by the name of Soil Protection and Rehabilitation of Degraded Soils in Western Kenya, being implemented here in Kakamega County on behalf of the German government and the Kenyan government. It's with immense pleasure and a sense of profound responsibility that we gather here today to celebrate the National World Food Day in Kakamega County. Water is life. I leave no one behind. The same can be said for soils. Water indeed is a source of life, is a lifeline of our planet, and is not only sustaining our existence, but the entirety of the ecosystem. The connection between water and food is evident when we consider the fact that nearly 70% of the water used in Kenya is being used by the agricultural sector. Without water, agriculture would wither away, leave our fields barren and our plates empty. But water alone is not enough. It relies on a vital partnership with soil. Our soils are the unsung heroes of agriculture. They are the substratum of life, the foundation upon which food is produced. The health of our soils determines the health of our crops and eventually the health of our people. However, soils are vulnerable, and the misuse and neglect of this precious resource can lead to its degradation. We must acknowledge also today that 30% of all land resources in Kenya suffer from degradation. The water and soil nexus with regard to food security becomes even more evident when we look at it from a climate change perspective. The place where we are meeting today, at Bukura Agriculture HC, in 50 years from now, will receive more rainfall in a shorter period of time. And at the same time, also will have to face higher temperatures. This means for water and soil has severe consequences. We will receive a higher risk of soil erosion, vast amounts of water unutilized, and an increasing risk of drought at the same time. As we celebrate World Food Day, we must recognize that a sustainable and secured food future is not possible without addressing the water-soil-food nexus and the need to adapt agricultural production to climate change. This will require investments by the Kenyan government, by private sector, by farmers and development partners into agricultural soil management practices that can create mutual benefit. Soil erosion control, agroforestry systems, minimum tillage, biomass-based fertilizer, all of these practices are well known and they allow farmers to adapt to climate change. By acknowledging that water is life and water is food, we embrace a commitment to securing the future of our planet, our communities and food systems. The foundation of this commitment is already in existence. The German government and the Kenyan government have put a number of policies in place that were co-created jointly many years back. National irrigation policy and the National Agricultural Soil Management Policy that has been launched by the Cabinet earlier this year. Distinguished guests, it is this year that we are also celebrating 60 years of friendship. Germany established a cordial and collaborative relationship with the Republic of Kenya immediately in 1963, and in this spirit the German government continues to support the ambitions to transform the agricultural sector with the aim to adapt to climate change. For example, in the recently decided Climate and Development Partnership between President Ruto and German Chancellor Olaf Scholz. Together, let us ensure that every Kenyan citizen has access to clean water, fertile soil, and enough food to live a healthy and dignified life. Let us pledge our commitment today to preserving the precious resources that are at our hands that sustain us, and in doing so, we secure the legacy of prosperity and food security for generations to come. Thank you very much.
David Kirsting from GIZ. Please give him another round of applause. Asante sana. Now it's time for BioVision. Hope David Mudavi, you're around. Please come.
Thank you. Your Excellency, Governor of Kakamega County, Mheshimiwa Fernandes Barasa, PS Livestock, Jonathan Mweke, members of County Assembly of Kakamega, the FAO representative to Kenya, Ambassador Kalam Kavi, World Food Program Country Director and Representative Lauren Landis, Asian Africa Trust. I want to say we are extremely privileged to be part of the partners to prepare and be part of this special day. Indeed, it is quite a timely event in the western part of our country, which is also sometimes considered as the green granary of this country. And I just want to say and underscore what the governor said earlier. We are all concerned with the type of agriculture that can ensure everyone in this country has a meal on the table. When you enjoy one, you will be very happy to know that the other person, be it an old person, middle-aged or young, has also something on the table. And that is the spirit of leaving no one behind. And to do this, I want just to underscore the kind of innovations we have seen today to celebrate what we are doing and the kind of exhibitions that we have seen, all indicating how much we can produce diverse, very nutritious and healthy foods for us. and in the process, we ensure that we have a very thriving economy in this country. So friends, we do want to celebrate this event, and as we celebrate, my call to all of us, individually, organizationally, governmentally, and as a country, is can we go back and do something very meaningfully that will ensure this country is food secure. We still have about 13.5 million people who are still food insecure. And if we do believe in today's focus, the theme being water is life, water is food, leave no one behind, we have to see how best to ensure the over 13 million people who are food insecure become food secure. So thank you very much. We look forward to working with all the partners. We believe in the power of partnerships. We want to ensure that Governor, in Western Kenya, we revitalized our extension. We can't get this technology we've seen today to the farmers unless we revisit our extension and advisory services. The private sector can play a bigger role to play, not just for regulation, but to ensure that we do it. And if indeed we do, those of us who are in the headquarters will be very peaceful to know that everyone in the country is food secure, is economically secure, and together we move this country forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Please clap for David Amudade from BioVisual. Clap for him once more. Clap for him. Asante sana. Now, Your Excellency, sir, distinguished guests, we have 2 hours presentation of World Food Day, a documentary that has been sliced into 10 minutes. My brothers, as you prepare to fix that, Litungu kama mko tayari, mruke mbele, tukijiandaa dakika 10 tu kidogo za onyesho hilo. Nafasi ni yenu bila ya kuchelewa. And I'm very, very certain we are going to enjoy all this. This is Kakamega County. DJ, wako tayari, hawa wanakuangalia kwa macho ya tufungue tuanze mambo. Kwa hivyo usicheleweshe. Tutakupa subiri. And as they do these presentations, there's a lot to learn from what our farmers, our partners, very important key stakeholders play to ensure that indeed water is life, water is food, and we leave no one behind. Mko tayari? Proceed. Volume, please.
Matendo yako yaonekana wazi. Kweli uko sawa, siwezi kweli uko sawa, siwezi kweli uko sawa. Unayofanya hata mwili kweli imekubali. Kama unapenda Kakamega, tuko nyuma yako, akina mama wanakutambua. Siwezi kweli uko wapi, siwezi baba unapenda, siwezi baba unapenda, ana baba unapenda. Kama uko wapi baba kweli unapendwa, matendo yako yaonekana wazi. unaoneka tunakutambua, unayofanya kweli yanapendeza. Baba wetu ndio huyo, sieni uko wapi? Kweli munapenda, baba kweli unapenda, 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 sieni kweli unapenda, sieni kweli unapenda, sieni kweli unapenda, andama kweli unapenda, matendo yako yaonekana wazi, matendo yako yaonekana wazi, baba kweli unapenda, baba kweli unapenda, baba kweli unapenda, andama kweli unapenda, andama kweli unapenda, sieni kweli unapenda, sieni baba unapenda, sieni baba unapenda, kwa Kenya baba unapenda, Selina mama uko wapi? Selina kweli uko wapi? Uko wapi? Selina mama uko wapi? Ndio mheshimiwa gavana wetu Ero wiwala bolene, ero wiwala, ero wiwala, ero wiwala.
Asante sana. Pigia Litongo makofi mazuri. Asante sana. Thank you, Litongo. And now, Your Excellency, before we view our presentation on World Food Day, it's a very humble request from our country representative, WFP, Ambassador Lori Landis, to just make her statement, and then we carry on. Please come and make that statement. Be very brief, very brief, very brief, very brief. I know your request has been granted. Karibu sana.
Thank you so much. Let me begin by simply acknowledging our Speaker of the National Assembly, and of course, the Governor of Kakamega County, the representatives of both national and county governments, my colleagues from the UN agencies, our farmers, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I am deeply delighted to be here in Western Kenya this afternoon. It isn't my first trip, but I think it's my best trip. I have found the people of Kakamega profoundly welcoming. I had an opportunity to interact with the governor yesterday and again today, and I found him exceptionally visionary and yet exceptionally practical. So let me start by thanking the people of Kakamega for the warm welcome. You know the theme, it just rolls off your tongue. I don't need to say it again, but I think we've done well in picking the theme for this year's World Food Day. And at the World Food Program, we're really dedicated to this mission, to striving to include everyone, especially in the most vulnerable areas. In Kenya here, we enjoy an exceptional partnership with the government of Kenya at the national level, but also in counties, particularly for WFP, in the Asals, such as Wajir and Turkana, but also in Western, such as Kakamega and Busia. Now, the World Food Program, you don't know for water. You know us for food security. But as I like to say, you cannot have food security without water security. And this is why WFP supports water accessibility for households, for livestock, and particularly for agriculture. We do this by constructing and maintaining vital water micro infrastructure. encompassing water pans, wells, and micro-irrigation. This year, WFP has initiated 50 water projects, putting 4,000 hectares of farmland into cultivation, which supports about 200,000 farmers. We believe that the direct connection to water sources and the subsequent enhancement of water infrastructure forms the foundation of resilience communities. This not only supports local economies, but dramatically reduces the need for food assistance and curtails migration, people looking for jobs and livelihoods. We also undertake resilience initiatives such as new water pans, desilting old ones, clearing irrigation canals, rejuvenating dormant boreholes, and adopting solar-powered pumps. We're just one of the many partners that works every day on these anticipatory actions. Strengthening communities, guaranteeing continuous access to clean water, and preparing them for climatic shocks. In high productivity areas, we have something called the Farm to Market Alliance. It's a project associated with the World Food Program, and I'm sure you have if you visited the booths, you've seen those Farm to Market Alliance t-shirts today. They're now working with close to 300,000 smallholders. 23,000 are here in Kakamega, in 9 farmer service centers, and really focused on the value chains of maize, high iron beans, and soybeans. So to keep my promise, I want to just simply say in closing, we're committed to working with both national and county governments and all partners to support the realization of a food secure and water secure Kenya, where no one is left behind. Happy World Food Day. Thank you.
Asante sana. Tumpigie makofi mgeni wetu mzuri. Thank you so much from World Food Program, County Representative Lorraine. Situmuongeza makofi mazuri. Thank you so much, ma'am. And now, Your Excellencies, we have our request of 10 minutes only. Yes, please. This is a World Food Day documentary combined together by all our partners led by BioVision.
I want to take this opportunity to welcome all of you, all Kenyans residents of Kakamega County, on the 26th of October this year for the World Food Day, which we'll be celebrating here. So it's my pleasure to welcome you to Kakamega County.
This is a very important commemoration in FAO calendar, but I would say that not only important for FAO, actually it's an important day for the world because it's an opportunity really to raise awareness on the importance of food so that everyone, everywhere has access to enough food, affordable food, accessible food, so that they can live their healthy lives.
Water is life, water is food, because water is everything. And that is why, as the government of this county, I've put provision to sure that we have dealt with the issue of food security. We're also doing a lot of intervention in terms of making sure that we have also subsidized fertilizer by establishing an organic fertilizer plant in Mumias West. This was actually, the groundbreaking was witnessed by the American ambassador, Her Excellency Meg Whiteman, sometimes 3 months ago. We are already having a process of constructing that organic fertilizer, which again is a very good intervention on a clean environment. Of course, waste management is crucial. We are going to collect west in 14 counties in the Lake Region Economic Bloc to facilitate that organic fertilizer plant. We also have a program of establishing a maize milling plant in Logari sub-county, which again will go a long way in harnessing, of course, the maize production and the value addition in maize. Of course, in dairy, we have a dairy plant that we're almost finishing construction. That is in Malava sub-county. By end of the year, we shall be done with that. And for me, once we do that, of course, it's going to help us address the issue of food security.
And what can we do as individuals? We all need to stop taking water for granted and start improving on the ways we use it in our daily lives. When together we take water action for food, we are investing in ourselves, our families, and the planet's future and health. Where there is water, there is life.
A big clap to that documentary, please. A big clap. This is our World Food Day documentary. As we put it under the theme, water is life, water is food, leave no one behind. Simpige makofi mazuri tena. It's a very good combination. Thank you so much. And now, allow me to do the sum up of our remaining speakers. May I now invite Ifad Mariatu Kamara. Karibu sana ambassador. Njoo tuzungumzie. Karibu.
Good afternoon. I can hear the ladies. Good afternoon. His Excellency, the Governor, the PS Livestock, my brother, Madam Kala, my sister. I have so many family members in Kenya. All protocols observed. I'm actually delighted on behalf of IFAD to join development partners and the government of Kenya in commemorating the World Food Day. World Food Day, celebrated annually on October 16th, serves as a critical platform to raise awareness about pressing global issues of food security, hunger, and malnutrition. In recent years, we have been talking more about issues around water and how water affects food security. If I recall, I came to Kenya in 2022, January, and the first thing I heard is that we're expecting drought. And this year again, we spoke about drought. Years before that, we spoke about drought. Why am I saying this? Is that the issues around drought, the issues around food security are not new to us, Your Excellency. We have been talking about this in Africa since I was born. Yet we will continue talking about it if we do not take actions. And I think I'm saying this because we need to now start challenging ourselves. We need to challenge development partners. We need to challenge governments. We need to challenge the private sector that we should say to one another, enough of the talking. Let us now start doing. Climate change is here and there is nothing we can do about it now, but we can work with our farmers to adapt to the realities. We can prepare them for seasons of drought. by ensuring that they have the right seats, by ensuring that they have the right training to take care of the water and store water when we have excesses. And we do have excesses. Just that we need now to find ways to really store water so farmers can have real access to water. Here in Kenya, with a population of 53 million, about 28 million Kenyans lack access to safe water. Growing water demand and water scarcity have turned into a notable challenge in Kenya. Climate change is threatening food security, nutrition, and livelihoods of millions of people, even when Africa have contributed very little to the problem. Ladies and gentlemen, at IFAD, we are investing in optimizing water use, reducing water losses, and enhancing water efficiency in rural areas in Kenya. These investments extend to various aspects of food production and crop management to food processing. Kenya and IFAD have a strong and strategic partnership that goes back almost 4 decades ago. Since then, IFAD has committed over $444 million in projects and programs, directly benefiting around 4.4 million households. But the question is it enough? IFAD cannot do it alone, Mr. Governor. The government cannot do it alone. Therefore, we need to really work in partnership. And I want to challenge all of us here today, Mr. Governor. If IFAD comes with a program and says it's IFAD alone that is doing it, reject it, because it will be wasting your time. IFAD cannot do it alone. We need to come with FAO. We need to come with WFP. We need to come with GIZ, partner. Then we'll be able to conquer this issue and stop talking about food security in Africa. It's a shame that we are really still talking about food security when other parts of the world are going to the moon and doing things on the moon. Yet we are still talking about food security, water access. I think we need to really, instead of having a happy World Food Day, we should have a reflective World Food Day so that we reflect on how do we change the lives of our people. On that note, I thank you very much, and I throw this challenge to all partners here that next year, instead of looking at T-shirts, let us have that money spent on a farmer group to say, by next year, we want you to tell us what you have done with this money that we were supposed to use on T-shirt. Instead, tell us what you have done with that money, and then we'll use that as a benchmark to see our progress. Thank you so much. I rest my case.
Now, please give her another round of applause. Thank you so much, Mama Mariatu Kamara, the country representative, IFAD. And now, Your Excellency, allow me to invite FAO, Food and Agricultural Organization of the United Nations, Ambassador Kala Mukavi, the country. Tupige makofi akipanda juu pia. Karibu sana.
Amjambo tena. Your Excellency, Governor Kakamega County, Fernandez Barasa. I also really want to recognize here the Principal Secretary, State Department of Livestock Development, Jonathan Mweke, my brother, good to see you. We were celebrating World Food Day in Rome last week. Actually, this is a question that I was posed by the TV. Why not on the 16th of October? It's because we're in Rome really promoting what we are doing today here. I also want to really recognize the members of course, the county government, national, also at the county level, partners, farmers, exhibitors. Really, I stand by the protocol already established. It gives me a great joy, really, to celebrate this important day. It's a challenging day, I know. Mariato, I just say we are all challenged, but it's also an opportunity. The World Food Day 2023, of course, I, as the FAO, we really want to take this opportunity to recognize this green jewel, which Kakamega is. And green is the color of life. And green also indicates an abundance of water. What a beautiful coincidence that we are celebrating our World Food Day in a county that has such good rains and really home to the largest tropical rainfall in Eastern Africa. Under the theme, water is life, water is food, and leave no one behind. And I really want to take this opportunity to really thank the county government of Kakamega for hosting this year's World Food Day and for the immense support we have really received from the county leadership under His Excellency the Governor and also the Bukura Agriculture Training Institute. And we really look forward to strengthening this collaboration as we really work together to ensure food and nutrition security. And I couldn't agree more with you, Mariato, that it requires partnership. It requires really all hands on deck in order to unlock the opportunity that agriculture can offer so that we ensure food security. The World Food Day is as an important day in the FAO calendar. It commemorates the founding of the organization that was later joined by WFP and the IFID. And the commemoration was established, and that's why we're here today, to increase awareness of world hunger and poverty, and to inspire solutions for change. Like any other birthday, it is also time to look at where we are coming from, so as to better understand where we are going as the world, as the UN, and as FAO, whose mandate is to lead international efforts to defeat hunger. As you may be aware, FAO goal is to achieve food security and nutrition for all, and make sure that people have regular access to enough high-quality food to lead active, healthy lives. FAO current strategy framework that covers the period 2022-2031 seeks to support the 2030 agenda through the transformation for more efficient, inclusive, resilient, and sustainable agri-food systems for better production, better nutrition, better environment, and better life, leaving no one behind. The attainment of food and nutrition security, of course, faces so many challenges. Unfortunately, working together, we can easily surmount them and create a world that is food secure. Among those challenges that have been said here, we also, of course, follow through the video, that is climate change, which comes with the adverse weather conditions like floods and prolonged drought, increase in animal and plant vectors and subsequently diseases, our own human behavior also that results in food waste and loss. And it is for this reason that today we are all gathered here to deliberate, to reflect on how we can manage our agri-food system. And this year, we look at water as the foundation for life and food. Water covers the majority of the Earth's surface. Water produces our food, supports our livelihoods. Water is therefore a precious resource that we all have a role to play in ensuring that is well managed. World Food Day 2023 reminds us to look at how to produce more food and other essential agricultural commodities with less water, while at the same time these precious resources is distributed equally our aquatic food systems are protected, and that no one is left behind. It calls really on each of us to become change makers through the management of water and agriculture, ensuring universal access to clean water so that we can achieve the 2030 agenda on sustainable development. Actually, we are 7 years from 2030, so the clock is really ticking. We have to accelerate action. So that's why we have to take action on water. Again, a partnership needs to be strengthened for that to happen with the government, the private sector, academia. It's so important. We saw a lot of results of research today, civil society, and all partners collaborating better towards a water secure future. Innovative solutions need to be, of course, developed, co-created with partners, including the private sector. There is really a role to play. And we also need to significantly increase investments in integrated water resources management and infrastructure. FAO is really supporting with technical solutions on rainwater harvesting and storage, aquifer storage and recovery, no conventional water resources for agriculture, irrigation systems and fish passages. As FAO, over the years, we have really worked with the counties to map out our irrigation needs and potentials, supporting countries with that data information through different platforms. So this is really so critical. And I'm really delighted to note that our host county today, Kakamega County, has also prioritized access to clean water in its current county integrated development plan. As we look at leaving no one behind, it's really important that we recognize of the struggles. And we saw again in the video that was played that women, especially in the rural areas, go through to access water for their domestic use. Just to remind that an FAO report on the state of women in agri-food systems that we launched this year brought to the fore the important role of rural women in agri-food systems transformation. And despite the many challenges they encounter, this is a report that provided clear evidence that tackling gender inequality and empowering women who work in agri-food systems can transform a country's overall economic development. So a real round of applause for all the women that are really there, making sure that, of course, we can have food in our table. And I wish also to reiterate FAO commitment in supporting the government, national and county development agenda on transformation of the agriculture sector. In Kakamega, for instance, we are already collaborating on a number of projects, including the Kenya Integrated Agriculture Management Information Systems, called the KIAMIS, to facilitate the registrations of farmers and the distribution of farming inputs and also extension services that are really so needed. The digital land governance program goal is also to further increase and access and ownership of land as an agricultural productive resource, to lower the cost of animal feeds and increase the farmers' incomes and nutrition. FAO is working with the county, of course, government in Kakamega on livestock feed commercialization project. And I am also very happy to announce that soon we shall commence the implementation of a Green Climate Fund project with a goal of reducing the carbon footprint through promotion of certain value chains in Kakamega, but also in the whole region of Western Kenya. And those are, I should say, transformative initiatives that we hope really to upscale in the region. So let me at this junction really thank all our partners and stakeholders, over the years, we have seen this special day grow in breadth and depth. And today we have seen a unique exhibition that indeed tells a story of resilience, stories of creating, utilizing, and disseminating agricultural solutions for change and transformation. I am delighted also to share with you that on the sidelines of the World Food Day Forum that took place last week in Rome, the winner of the FAO Achievement Award was a Kenyan agricultural firm, the Farmer Lifeline Technology, that applies artificial intelligence to monitor and prevent crop pests. And it may be good to inform you that this is a firm that is youth-owned and led. So there is no doubt that young people and the youth are really the change makers and can help build a better and a more sustainable future for all. So therefore, really, this is a call for all our young people to get involved because they are our really food heroes. And we also saw it today here. So as I conclude, I was maybe a bit long, but really let me state that FAO is really keen in creating collaboration with the national and the county government in water projects that will not only fill the gender inequalities, but also improve food production. And we are already doing this in Kenya, in 22 counties. And we have really seen the benefits of investing in water. So as we mark this important day, let's be also good ambassadors by being good managers of water, resources, and really natural, of course, resources. Asante sana.
Asante sana. Tumpigie Mama Kala makofi mazuri. Mazuri tena, tumuongeze makofi mazuri. Thank you so much, FAO Country Representative, Ambassador Kala Mukadi. Thank you so much. And now, Your Excellency, it's time now to have us move to the high level and coming also almost to the climax of speeches. I would like to request the Honorable Member of Parliament for Likuyani, Mheshimiwa Innocent Mugabe, to come and guide us on the remaining bit of the program. Tumpigie Mheshimiwa makofi mazuri.
Thank you very much. As we told, my name is Innocent Mugabe, the MP for Likuyani, and want to acknowledge the protocols established today. His Excellency, the Governor of Kakamega County, our PS for livestock, our reps from WFP, IFAD, World Vision, the Vision Africa Trust, and the rest that I might not have mentioned. County Commissioner, the members of County Assembly of Kakamega, Mawaziri, Chief Officers, and everyone invited today, including our farmers and exhibitors. Good afternoon. Today, I came here on invitation of our governor as his guest, and I know he invited me here because the aggregation and industrial park of Kakamega is hosted in my constituency. And most of what we've seen here today will be provided with a very big platform with that pack for value addition, for aggregation, and basically to support all the diversification of our agriculture in the county. Because most of the value addition are in agro processing. But today also, being World Food Day, it is a sad day for Kenya because we are still importing food, yet we have very fertile lands, we have enormous labor and other resources. And all this to me happens because we've not put the most critical person at the center stage, and that is the farmer. When you go to exhibition, you see very beautiful concepts, you get very beautiful ideas, and as the rep from IFAD has said, very beautiful t-shirts also and banners. But then, back there at the grassroots where the farmer is this technology reaching the farmer? Are we empowering the farmer? Are we supporting the farmer? All this, most of the time, ends here. All this becomes lip service, and very little goes to the most critical person at the grassroots. And unless we put the farmer at the center stage, we'll keep narrating all these issues of food security. Because the production support systems are distorted, the market systems are unstructured, and at the end of the day, the farmer lacks the incentive to invest. And also, people who have money, the investors, very few people want to venture into agriculture because there's really no incentive and no proper structures. And that is where we should all begin. While we see people moving to invest in real estate, moving to invest in money markets and other places, but very few people move to invest in agriculture. When we're doing our budget as a country, most of the time we put a lot of money to consumer programs and very little money where there is production. And the number one production area in the sector in this country is agriculture. How much money do we allocate? How much support do we give to agriculture? If we don't look into that, we'll keep lamenting here on issues of agriculture. I know even us as legislators, we failed this country. There's a time we have a very backward and draconian act called AFA that made the agricultural food. You cannot bundle all agricultural products into one regulatory body. And that is what again delayed our gains in terms of food security. And that's why we're seeing coffee getting out, tea getting out. Recently we had sugar going out, and personally I'm also putting up maize to get out of AFA. Because in this country, most of the time when you talk about hunger, it is maize. But maize does not have its own standalone regulatory authority. There is no production support system for maize. We don't have research and training institutes that supports maize. We don't have a pricing system for maize that will benefit the farmer and other people in the value chain. Then we keep complaining of hunger, and when we have less, what we do, we import. Because nobody cares about the farmer. When we import, who benefits? It is the importer and the millers. They don't care about the farmer. And this bill we are bringing up is to ensure that we place the farmer at the center stage, and nobody will benefit from the sweat of our farmers. So these are issues that we really need to address. And I do want to underscore the theme for this year on water. As we do all this, we must preserve our water. We must protect our water sources. We must protect our wetlands. We have people planting eucalyptus in wetlands so that they can convert that to the lands maybe for building houses and all that. We need also to look at our land tenure system, our land subdivision system. If we keep on subdividing our lands without proper regulation, very soon we'll end up with very minimal parcels that we can't do any meaningful agriculture in them. And this is a challenge to both the national government, represented by the PS, the county government, and because agriculture is now devolved, let us move closer to the farmer. Let us give the farmer support. Let us transfer this technology to the farmer. Let us multiply on the users of such technologies. On that very many remarks, I want also to join and wish you, I would want to say a full World Food Day, so that make sure you don't, today, don't go hungry, eat, because it is World Food Day. And at this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to invite my host today, the governor of the great county of Kakamega, His Excellency FCPA Fernandez Baraza. Thank you.
Asante tukae. Our chief guest of this event, our PS for State Department of Livestock, Mheshimiwa Jordan Mweke, who's representing our CS, our county commissioner, our partners here today, led by my sister, Ambassador Carla Mukavi of FAO. We have IFAD here, WFP, and others who are represented in this occasion. Our Member of Parliament, Mheshimiwa Innocent Mugabe, is very passionate about aggregation centers. Members of the County Assembly, waziri wetu ambao wako hapa, wakulima, hamjambo? Hamjambo tena. First and foremost, I want to appreciate all of you, and it gives me a lot of pleasure and the entire county government of Kakamega to welcome all of you here at Bukura ATC as we celebrate our World Food Day. We are very much privileged to be the host of this year's World Food Day, a critical moment of reflecting on the food situation in our country. Ladies and gentlemen, goal number 2 of the UN Sustainable Development Goals targets the elimination of hunger and ensuring access of all people, particularly the poor and the people in vulnerable situations, including infants, to safe, nutritious, and sufficient food by 2030. Statistics show that by 2022, approximately 735 million people, representing almost 9% of the world's population, face chronic hunger. Among them, members of 2 million households in Kenya. And this actually means that in every 6 Kenyans, 1 is poor in terms of food. Food security is a key pillar in the development agenda of my administration, and Article 43, Subsection 1 of the International Convention on Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights of which Kenya is a member, by access states that every person has a right to be free from hunger and to have adequate food of acceptable quality, and also you have a right to clean and safe water in adequate quantities. Ladies and gentlemen, my administration, guided by these legal principles in our development plan, food security is intricately tied to other dimensions of development, among them health, climate change, and education. From 2018 to 2022, food poverty index in Kakamega County was at 33.3%, an improvement from 47% at the beginning of the period, and yet this is still above the national score of 30%. The theme of today's celebration, water is life, water is food, leave no one behind, aptly captures the importance of water not just as a complement to food production or human diets, but actually as an integral part of food production and diet. By putting food, health, water, and sanitation on the one hand and food security on the other, among 6 pillars of my development agenda, I affirm the critical responsibility that my administration bears in enabling the residents of Kakamega County to lead a dignified life. As a responsible government, we have a duty to secure citizens from the indignities of starvation, particularly considering the vast resources that are bound within our borders. Ladies and gentlemen, Kakamega County has sought to make its residents food secure by investing in specific strategies, mainly through the means of agriculture, livestock, fisheries, and cooperatives. In the last financial year, my administration invested 713 million shillings in subsidized farm inputs. These enabled many farmers to afford quality and adequate farm inputs for the main planting season between February and April last year, or this year. This resulted in improved maize harvest. The national government distributed low-cost fertilizer under the fertilizer subsidy program, which supported short season planning. Given our farmers have now adopted planting maize twice a year, my administration will increase investment in subsidized farm inputs to support this endeavor. We are also collaborating with our technical institutions and the 4 smart farms in the county to promote best farming practices. This is because we value research and agricultural demonstrations. In addition, we are investing in agricultural extension services to ensure that proven scientific practices accompany ordinary farmers' practices. My government has also invested heavily in dairy development and farming. Through the One Cow initiative, we distribute in-calf animals to our farmers, particularly to the vulnerable households. We have established the Kakamega Dairy Development Agency as a dedicated institution of developing dairy farming and marketing of our dairy products. In our 2023-2027 County Integrated Plan, we outlined our plan to support farmers by distributing small ruminants and poultry across the county. The government has assisted farmers to construct and rehabilitate 727 fish ponds across the county. From 2018 to 2022, we have distributed 9,534 bags of fish ponds, fish foods, and 2 million fingerlings to our farmers. My administration is upscaling this effort and operationalization of Untoni Fish Factory through the development of aquaculture support group. And this factory will be a site for value addition, leading to higher incomes for our farmers. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a clear vision which can dramatically transform the lives of our people. Implementation of our programs, though is often constrained by either unlimited disbursement of funds from the national treasury or unplugged government budgets. In our development plan, we intend to build collaborative structures with our training institutions such as Bukura Agricultural Training College. And as the Lake Region Economic Bloc, we are seeking support to establish a functional sugar research institute at the Masinde Muliro University of Science and Technology. Our policy tends towards clean sources of energy. Consequently, we intend to solarize most of our institutions, starting with our smart farms. In the immediate future, we intend to construct food storages to help reduce variability of prices, which are often taken advantage of by the exploitative traders. Further, we desire to increase sources of clean and safe water and to distribute it in every single household. These will reduce the time and financial cost of accessing this important commodity. Ladies and gentlemen, it's because of the above situation that I wish to take this opportunity to invite the national government and our esteemed development partners to plug in the gap in our development budgets. Our country's CIDP 2023-2027 has a resource gap of 41.5 billion Kenya shillings. We invite our friends to collaborate with us in filling this gap and in supporting our various sectorial programs. Lastly, I wish to thank the organizers of this event and all our development partners for choosing Kakamega to be the host of this year's celebration. As we appreciate this year's theme of water is life, water is food, leave no one behind, it is my hope that today's deliberations will go a long way in catalyzing our best practices so that ours will be a land of abundance. As we walk away from this event today, let us all use our water sustainably in order to increase our agricultural production so that we can have a food secure county and a food secure country. I want to thank you all and wish you a very pleasant World Food Day. Gentlemen, it is now my singular duty and pleasure to invite our chief guest of today's event, who is representing our Cabinet Secretary for Agriculture, my brother, Mheshimiwa PS, State Department of Livestock. Karibu sana, Mheshimiwa Jonathan Mweke, makofi kwake. Karibu sana, Bwana PS.
The Governor of Kakamega County, the Honorable Fernandez Baraza, the MP, Honorable Innocent Mugabe, CCs present, members of County Assembly present, the Rome-based agencies, IFAD, FAO, WFP reps, other partners, ladies and gentlemen, Wakulima, hamjambo. Amjambo tena. Mulembe. Mulembe vosi. Mulembe swa. Vile mmesikia, jina langu ni Jonathan Mweke, katibu mkuu katika Wizara ya Kilimo na Mifugo. I'm here today representing our Cabinet Secretary, the Honorable Mithika Linturi, who was not able to make it today, but sent his greetings. I have a speech that he has sent me to read on his behalf, and I shall read it on this World Food Day. I'm pleased to have this opportunity to welcome you here to this year's National World Food Day Federation celebration, which is FAO's 78th anniversary. The farming community, exhibitors, and other stakeholders feel greatly privileged to have your presence during this important occasion. The agriculture sector contributes 26% of GDP directly and another 25% directly through manufacturing and allied industries. The ministry is working to ensure the realization of commitments you give to farmers and the agricultural sector stakeholders, as we outlined in the bottom-up Economic Transformation Plan 2022 to 2027. In this regard, I wish to affirm that we are on track to achieve the objectives spelled out in our Kenya Kwanza manifesto that will enable the sector to deliver the desired economic growth. The agriculture sector's vision is to achieve a food secure and prosperous nation through an innovative, commercially oriented, and modern agriculture. This year's theme of the World Food Day is water is life, water is food, leave no one behind. This theme emphasizes water is essential to life on earth for food production and support of livelihood and should not be taken for granted. In line with this, the Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock Development is promoting programs and projects on agricultural technologies to enhance and sustain increased agricultural production and ensure food safety for all. The achievement of food security is hampered by several factors, including low soil fertility, high incidence of pests and diseases, over-reliance of rain-fed agriculture, low levels of mechanization, erratic weather due to climate change, and poor market infrastructure. I am happy, though, to note that the ministry is developing appropriate policies and legal frameworks to mitigate against all these challenges. Some of the policies include irrigation policy, livestock feeds policy, which have been undertaken to ensure that farmers access agricultural technology and ensure food security. To address the high cost of production, the ministry is implementing government-initiated fertilizer subsidy program, which has recorded notable achievements against our delivery plan for Kenyans. Since its inception, the fertilizer subsidy program has distributed 3.5 million 50-kilogram bags of soil and crop specimens in 41 counties. Ladies and gentlemen, on crop performance this year, the projected forecast production of staple commodities in 2023, both for long and short rains, are as follows. Maize, 2.3 million hectares, or 44.6 million bags. These are 90-kilogram bags of maize. Wheat, 133,000 hectares, or 4.9 million bags. Rice, 43,000 hectares, or 154 thousand metric tons. Sorghum, 291 hectares, or 3.3 million bags. Beans, 448,000 hectares, or 3.96 million bags. Millet, 124,000 hectares, or 1.13 million bags. Green grams or ndengu, 2.94 million bags. Cowpeas, 1.3 million bags. Pigeon peas, 2.45 million bags. Irish potatoes at 2.52 million metric tons. And cassava, 945 metric tons. To promote food security, farmers are urged to diversify by growing traditional high-value crops such as sweet potatoes, cassava, cowpeas, sorghum, green grams, millet, and pigeon peas, and stop over-relying on maize on its own. To this end, this financial year, the ministry has procured assorted seeds targeting vulnerable farmers for the October, November, December rain seasons. We have factored in seeds worth 550 metric tons for sorghum, 15 metric tons for green grams, 10 metric tons for beans, 25 metric tons for rice seed, 30 metric tons for maize, to be distributed to vulnerable households, particularly in the arid, semi-arid lands, which is the SLs. Ongoing profiling, mapping, and registration of household-based farmers using the KIAMES system. This is the Kenya Integrated Agricultural Management Information System. In 44 counties, has registered 6.15 million farmers, many in the rural areas. To conclude, I am confident that as we strive to implement the laid down strategies, with government continued support, we will achieve the envisaged sector growth and food security. It is now my humble duty to wish all of you a very happy and successful World Food Day. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki wote. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Asante sana PS Mheshimiwa Jonathan Mweke, tumpigie makofi mazuri. Thank you so much, sir. Asante sana. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to award the different best performers on this very auspicious day, World Food Day. And so before, and as we also organize ourselves here, we have so much, but we will be very brief. We'll allow our guests just to do a simple demonstration and give a few participants, those who have performed very, very well in the different categories, so that we can allow Waziri, fellow chief officers of the two chief officers or the three chief officers in the ministry to continue awarding other best performers. Vijana muje muimbe tukijipanga hapa dakika moja, Bukura dancers dakika mbili as we organize ourselves. Please, those who are concerned with this award, let's have our house in order as the dancers entertain us. DJ, do us that necessary part of your area. We are good to go when you are ready. Hamjakuwa tayari? Tumengoja. Vijana wameinama mpaka stadi inaanza kupotea.
Water is the most important nutrient next to the air we breathe. Every life-giving and healing process that happens inside our body happens with water. Water is absolutely essential to life on Earth, including production of food. Agriculture accounts for 72% of freshwater withdrawals. It is essential to life, and without it, we will die, crops will wilt, and animals will also.
Kulala hapa mtafanya nini? Kwani mtatu? Nikiamua kulala hapa iko shida. Blanketi tu ndio sijabeba.
Kenya. Wamechanuka.
Prepare to be entertained.
From the motherland.